Hi Hawks! Today we're going to be reading pages 87 through 92. As we read, please make sure that you're making connections with the poems, continuing that inner conversation, making sure that you know how you're feeling, what's going on, remembering back to the other things that we have found out about Lonnie and his journey through this year. Almost summer sky. It was the trees first, Rodney tells me. It's raining out, but the rain is light and warm, and the sky's not all close to us like it gets sometimes. It's way up there with some blue showing through. Late spring sky, Miss Marcus says. Almost summer sky. And when she said that, I said, "Hey, Miss Marcus, that's a good title for a poem, right?" "You have a poet's heart, Lonnie." That's what Miss Marcus said to me. I have a poet's heart. That's good. A good thing to have. And I'm the one who has it. Now Rodney puts his arm around my shoulder. We keep walking. There's a park 8 blocks from Miss Edna's house. That's where we're going. Me and Rodney to the park. Rain coming down warm. Rodney with his arm around my shoulder makes me think of Todd and his pigeons, how big his smile gets when they fly. The trees upstate ain't like other trees you seen, Lonnie. Rodney squints up at the sky, shakes his head, smiles. No, upstate they got maple and catalpa and Scotch pine. All kinds of trees just standing. 100-year-old trees, big as 3 men. When you go home this weekend, Miss Marcus said, right about a perfect moment. Yeah, little brother, Rodney says. You don't know about shade till you lived upstate. Everybody should do it, even if it's just for a little while. Way off, I can see the park. Blue-gray sky touching the tops of trees. I had to live there for a while, Rodney said, just to be with all that green, you know? I nod, even though I don't. I can't even imagine moving away from here, from Rodney's arms around my shoulder, from Miss Edna's Sunday cooking, from Lily in her pretty dresses and great big smiles when she sees me. Can't imagine moving away from home. You know what I love about trees? Rodney says. It's like their leaves are hands reaching out to you, saying, "Come on over, brother. Let me just, Ronnie looks down at me and grins. Let me just give you some shade for a while." All right, so you and I know shade is an insult. So the trees, he says, it's like their leaves are hands reaching out to you, saying, "Come on over here, brother. Let me just give you some shade for a while." What do you think he means? Why is Rodney saying that? That is pretty moving because he's personifying those trees as if they're giving us something. Clyde Poem 1, Down South. They used to live in Macomb, Georgia. Peaches, he says. Georgia pecans you eat right off the tree. Georgia pines like those that don't grow no place else. He picks up little rocks and throws them across the schoolyard. I know Georgia, I say. I know all about those pecans and pine trees. The sun is warm and bright yellow. There's kids screaming everywhere. But me and Clyde don't hardly notice, 'cause we're sitting up against the schoolyard fence, just slow pitching little stones and remembering Georgia, a place we both used to a long time ago know. So how has Clyde evolved? Now his name is in the poem title. And look, they have a connection. They both know Georgia. Why is that a big deal? Lonnie is an inner city kid. Clyde is a kid from down home Georgia. He wears high water blue pants and grandpa hats. How are they connected? How do they both know Georgia? First day of school. When Eric comes back, it's like the first day of school, and he's the new boy in a classroom where everybody's been together since kindergarten. He's skinnier, quieter, and everybody looks at him out of the corner of their eyes. Even Lamont is looking away when he slaps Eric's hand and says, "What's up, dog?" And even Eric's not looking at anything when he says, "Ain't nothing." So softly you wonder what happened to the other Eric. And at lunchtime, Eric shakes his head no when we ask him to play ball. Walks real slow over to the edge of the schoolyard and sits by himself, just staring like he's been dropped out of the sky into a world that's kind of familiar, but mostly not. "What's up, dog?" we say to him, and he just looks off, nods real slow, like he's seen some things we've never seen, knows some things we'll never know. Why do you think Eric is acting like this? Remember, he was hospitalized for sickle cell. How do you think he's different? Wasn't he the rough, tough kid, but had the angel voice? How are things different for him now? Why do you think Lonnie cares to know what's going on with his friend? Were they really friends? Or were they acquaintances? How do you think things have changed now since he's been out of the hospital and been sick